Have you ever found yourself standing at a crossroads? In these moments, a profound question often surfaces. Does everything happen for a reason? It's a quest to understand our place in the universe and make sense of the tapestry of human experience. We are driven to find patterns and purpose. This question lives at the intersection of faith, science, and personal belief. It forces us to confront the biggest mysteries of all. In this exploration, we won't seek a single definitive answer. Instead, we'll embark on a journey to appreciate the complexity of the question itself. To grapple with whether everything happens for a reason, we must look at the world through multiple lenses. Each perspective offers a distinct map for navigating the mysteries of existence. Our journey will begin in the realm of the spiritual and the religious. Belief systems are built upon the foundation that life is not random. They teach that every event is a thread in a larger divine tapestry. From the world of faith, we'll then pivot to the scientific view. Science approaches the question from a completely different angle. An event happens because a specific set of causes and conditions led to it. Next, we'll turn our gaze inward, into the fascinating landscape of the human mind. The psychological perspective reveals that we are meaning-making machines. Asking why did this happen is a vital coping mechanism. Creating our own reasons can be a powerful tool for resilience. Finally, we'll venture into the realm of philosophy, specifically the existentialist viewpoint. Perhaps there is no inherent reason for anything at all. In a universe without a preordained purpose, we are radically free to define our own values. The ultimate reason for our existence is the one we have the courage to build for ourselves. For countless believers around the world, the universe is not a cold, random assortment of matter and energy. It's a thoughtful creation, imbued with intention and guided by a higher power. This perspective, central to many major religions like Christianity, Islam, and Judaism, posits that everything happens for a reason because there is a divine architect with a master plan. From this viewpoint, life's events are not accidental. Instead, they are carefully orchestrated brushstrokes on a grand cosmic canvas. The joy you feel, the challenges you overcome, and even the moments of quiet despair are all seen as integral parts of a larger, meaningful story. This belief provides a profound sense of comfort and security, suggesting that even when the path is unclear, a loving and all-knowing intelligence is guiding the way. The concept of a divine plan offers an answer to life's most perplexing questions. It suggests that nothing is wasted and no experience is without significance. A job loss might not be a failure, but a redirection toward a more fulfilling path. A chance encounter might not be a coincidence, but a divinely arranged meeting meant to change the course of your life. This framework transforms the chaos of existence into a coherent narrative, where every chapter, both light and dark, serves the ultimate plot. The reason for a particular event may not be immediately obvious from our limited human perspective, but faith is the trust that a reason does exist and will be revealed in due time, whether in this life or the next. It's a belief that we are participants in a story far greater than ourselves. This worldview is often articulated through sacred texts and teachings. In the Christian tradition, scriptures speak of God knowing every hair on one's head, implying an intimate and purposeful involvement in the smallest details of life. Similarly, in Islam, the concept of qadar or divine decree holds that all events are preordained by Allah, reflecting His ultimate wisdom and plan. This does not necessarily negate free will, but rather frames it within a larger divine context. This perspective encourages a posture of surrender and trust, allowing individuals to find peace even amidst turmoil. Ultimately, the belief in a divine blueprint is a powerful source of hope. It assures followers that their lives have inherent meaning. It reframes suffering not as a pointless affliction, but as a component of a larger benevolent design. When you believe that a higher power is orchestrating events for an ultimate good, it becomes possible to face adversity with courage and resilience. The question, why is this happening? Eastern spiritual traditions like Hinduism and Buddhism offer a reason for life's events, the law of karma. Karma is an impersonal, natural law of cause and effect. Every action generates a corresponding energy that will eventually return to us. Everything happens for a reason because our present is the result of our past actions. It's a system of cosmic balance ensuring the universe is just. We are the authors of our destiny. Happiness is the fruit of past kindness. Suffering, the consequence of past harm. This empowers individuals to change their future by choosing their actions. By cultivating compassion and ethical conduct, one plants seeds for a better future. Across spiritual beliefs, hardship is a tool for growth. Life's difficulties are trials designed to strengthen our character, deepen our faith, and shape our souls. Like a blacksmith tempers steel, adversity forges resilience. Suffering purifies the heart and awakens consciousness. Navigating challenges reveals inner strength and virtues. Adversity is a prerequisite for transformation and blessing. The trial holds spiritual treasure. Challenges are tailored to our capacity. Ask, what is this trying to teach me? Every obstacle is an opportunity. Life's pressures polish the soul, revealing inner light. Suffering transforms into meaningful growth. A cornerstone of many spiritual worldviews is the powerful idea that there are no true coincidences in life. What may appear to be a random event is, from a spiritual lens, a moment of synchronicity, a meaningful connection orchestrated by a hidden, underlying order. This belief proposes that the universe is an interconnected web of energy and consciousness, and that every event is part of a complex, purposeful dance. A chance meeting with a stranger who offers the perfect piece of advice, or seeing a recurring symbol just when you need guidance are seen as messages from the universe. This perspective invites us to pay closer attention to the world around us, to look for the hidden patterns and meanings in our daily lives. The reason for these synchronous events is to affirm that we are on the right path, to offer comfort during times of uncertainty, or to gently nudge us in a new direction. Believing in this interconnectedness can transform a mundane existence into a magical one, where every moment is potentially filled with significance and wonder. Ultimately, the belief that there are no coincidences provides a profound sense of belonging and connection. It assures us that we are integral parts of a vast, intelligent, and responsive universe. That we are part of something magnificent, mysterious, and deeply meaningful. When we shift to the scientific, the landscape of our question changes. Science operates on cause and effect. Everything happens for a reason. A preceding chain of events governed by the laws of nature. A glass shatters because of gravity, the force of impact, and the glass's molecular structure. Every event can be traced back to prior causes, from particles to cosmic structures. The explosion of a star creates elements essential for life. Consider the web of life. A predator catches prey due to evolutionary pressures. Science uncovers these chains, revealing a universe like a complex machine. It offers appreciation for the elegant, logical, and predictable order. Events are pushed forward by the past. The universe unfolds as a sequence of cause and effect. From a scientific perspective, the feeling that events have a higher purpose is a product of the human mind. Our brains evolved to find meaning in the world. Ascribing intent, like assuming a rustle in the bushes meant a predator, was crucial for survival. We are hardwired to see purpose everywhere, projecting meaning onto impersonal events like storms or illnesses. This projection is a powerful tool, but science sees it as a cognitive bias. We weave events into a story to make sense of the world. Finding a reason for tragedy gives us control and helps us cope. Science clarifies that this meaning is generated within our minds, not written into the cosmos. The universe is indifferent to our stories. Ultimately, science suggests the universe operates without regard for human desires. Science offers a sober view, distinguishing objective reality from our need for meaning. It challenges us to recognize that the purpose we find is a reflection of our own psychology. The scientific method is arguably the most powerful tool humanity has ever developed for understanding the physical world, but it has inherent limitations defined by its own rules. Science is fundamentally concerned with questions that can be answered through observation, experimentation, and evidence. It excels at answering what and how. What is the universe made of? How do planets orbit the sun? How does DNA encode genetic information? It can trace the causal chain of events backward in time with incredible accuracy, explaining the mechanisms that lead to a particular outcome. However, it is not equipped to answer the ultimate why questions, the questions of purpose, meaning, and morality. This is not a failure of science, but a recognition of its domain. Asking a biologist, why do we exist, in a philosophical sense is like asking a physicist to measure the emotional weight of love. The tools are simply not designed for the task. Scientific inquiry is confined to the natural material world. It cannot prove or disprove the existence of a divine plan, a soul, or an afterlife, as these concepts lie outside the realm of empirical testing. When science encounters a question about ultimate purpose, it must remain agnostic. It can describe the Big Bang in stunning detail, but it cannot explain why there was a Big Bang instead of nothing at all. This distinction is crucial. When people feel that science is debunking their belief in a purposeful universe, It is often a misunderstanding of what science aims to do. Science does not replace faith. It operates on a different plane of inquiry. It provides a detailed map of the territory of physical reality, but it does not provide the compass for how to navigate our lives morally or spiritually. One can fully accept the scientific account of evolution by natural selection while also believing that the entire process was set in motion by a divine intelligence for a specific purpose. Science explains the how of evolution, while faith provides a why that science can neither confirm nor deny. Therefore, the scientific view offers a profound but partial answer to our central question. It confidently states that every event has a natural, causal reason. It demonstrates that the universe appears to operate according to impersonal laws, without any observable overarching purpose. However, it also acknowledges its own boundaries. It leaves the question of ultimate meaning open, not because it is an unsolvable puzzle, but because it is a question that belongs to the realms of philosophy, spirituality, and personal conviction. Science provides the facts of our existence, but it is up to us to decide what to make of them and how to live a meaningful life within that reality. As we turn to the inner world of the human mind, we discover another perspective. Whether or not the universe has a built-in purpose, we are driven to find one. Our brains actively interpret reality, working to find patterns and build a coherent story. This drive to seek meaning is fundamental to being human, helping us navigate a complex world. This internal meaning-making machine instinctively asks why, seeking answers to life's mysteries. Faced with chaos, our minds work to impose order. This is a core feature, not a flaw. This search becomes urgent during crises. Finding a reason provides control when we feel powerless. Framing events within a larger story, it's a testament to the mind's resilience. The reason doesn't have to be objectively true to be effective. It just needs to be meaningful. Meaning is something we create within our minds. When chaos strikes, loss, disaster, failure, our minds instinctively reach for stories to make sense of it all. We don't deny reality, we reframe it, weaving pain into a narrative that anchors us and helps us heal. Whether it's a story of growth, warning, or fate, the content matters less than the comfort and order it brings. This act of storytelling is cognitive restructuring, shifting focus from trauma to meaning, fostering resilience. Those who find meaning in hardship aren't happier about the pain, but they integrate it, transforming victimhood into survival. Ultimately, our internal storyteller empowers us to mend, find purpose, and face the future with hope. Meaning-making isn't just coping, it's the engine of personal growth. Through post-traumatic growth, we turn pain into wisdom by asking, what can I learn from this? The journey from suffering to strength is conscious and hard-won, but it transforms wounds into purpose. For example, someone overcoming addiction may later help others, giving their pain new meaning. We can't control what happens, but we can choose what it means, becoming the authors of our own growth. In the end, our deepest wounds can become our greatest strengths. Existentialism, as Camus describes, asks, what if there's no reason at all? The universe is silent, indifferent. Our search for meaning meets the absurd. Facing this requires courage, letting go of comforting narratives and accepting randomness. Camus' Sisyphus, condemned to a pointless task, finds freedom in embracing his struggle. Meaning isn't given, it's created in our defiance and conscious living. The existentialist finds dignity in living authentically, even in a meaningless world. The first step to meaning is bravely facing the void. With no inherent purpose, existentialism gives us radical freedom and total responsibility. Sartre says we exist first, then define ourselves through choices. We are condemned to be free. Every decision shapes who we are. There's no destiny, only self-authorship. This freedom brings anxiety, as we alone create value and meaning. Life's events aren't fated, they're opportunities to choose and define ourselves. The challenge isn't to find meaning, but to build it, choice by choice. Our lives are our own creation. Existentialism doesn't end in despair. It empowers us to create meaning ourselves. Life's purpose isn't found, it's built from our passions, commitments, and actions. Meaning is personal. For some, it's a cause. For others, art, knowledge, or relationships. The existentialist asks, given this, who will I choose to be? Turning events into opportunities for purpose. Tragedy isn't a lesson from above, but it can inspire compassion. Success isn't a reward, but it can spark generosity. The universe is random and silent, but that emptiness gives us freedom. The meaning of your life is the meaning you give it. Your purpose isn't waiting to be found, it's waiting to be created. We've explored 4 perspectives on whether everything happens for a reason. The spiritual view says yes, seeing every event as part of a divine plan. Science says not really, citing cause and effect. Psychology suggests we're wired to create reasons. Existentialism says meaninglessness empowers us to choose our own purpose. Each offers a unique take on our search for meaning. We began with a profound question: does everything happen for a reason? We've explored faith, science, psychology, and philosophy. We find not one answer, but a tapestry of perspectives. The power may not lie in a universal answer. Instead, it lies in the question itself. Asking why drives us toward deeper understanding, whether to faith, scientific discovery, self-reflection, or philosophical courage. The search for a reason is a meaningful journey. They can be seen as different lenses. The question invites us into a lifelong dialogue. It is a constant companion. The question itself is a powerful engine for a thoughtful life. So, where does this leave us as we navigate the unpredictable currents of our own lives? Perhaps the most empowering insight we can take away from this exploration is that we have a choice. We can choose the lens through which we interpret our experiences. Whether you believe the universe has an inherent plan or is entirely random, you possess the remarkable ability to create meaning from the events that unfold. You have the power to decide what you will learn from your challenges and what you will build from your joys. This is the intersection where all four perspectives can, in a way, converge into a practical and hopeful philosophy for living. This doesn't mean pretending that pain isn't real, or that tragedy isn't devastating. It means recognizing that after the initial shock of an event, we arrive at a critical juncture. It is at this point we can ask a new, more empowering question, instead of asking why did this happen, which can leave us feeling like a passive victim of circumstance. We can ask, what can I create from this? This simple shift in language moves us from a position of powerlessness to one of agency. It is the question that transforms pain into growth, setbacks into lessons, and randomness into wisdom. Imagine life as a collection of raw materials. Some are beautiful and easy to work with, like moments of love and success. Others are difficult and painful, like loss and failure. The spiritualist might see these materials as gifts from a divine source. The scientist would analyze their properties and origins. The psychologist would study our emotional reaction to them. The existentialist would emphasize our freedom to choose what to build. But all would agree that the materials are in our hands. The final creation, a life of bitterness or a life of wisdom, is ultimately up to us. In the end, whether everything happens for a reason might be the wrong question. A more useful one may be, can you live as if everything happens for a reason? Can you choose to find a lesson in every failure, a purpose in every struggle, and an opportunity for gratitude in every joy? This is not about self-deception. It is about a conscious choice to live a more meaningful, resilient, and empowered life. The universe may or may not have a plan for you, but you can always have a plan for yourself. And that is how we, as meaning-seeking beings, can take the chaos of existence and forge a life filled with our own powerful and undeniable purpose.